You won't believe this. One of the brightest young stars in world tennis was first coached not by a pro, but by her own brother in Manila.
Country still on a high as it celebrates its newest sporting hero, tennis ace Alex Eala. Alex made history over the weekend by winning the country's first ever juniors Grand Slam singles title.
According to me, Alex Eala's rise isn't just about winning matches. It's a story of family, culture, and a little brother-turned-coach who shaped her into a global inspiration. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Alex Eala was born in Manila, in a country where basketball dominates every street corner. Yet somehow she found her destiny with a tennis racket. Her childhood was soaked in Filipino values: community, family, and resilience. You know what's crazy? In the Philippines, you can meet a stranger, and within minutes, you're family. That warmth shaped Alex from the very beginning. Her parents? They weren't just bystanders. They were living examples of perseverance, showing her every single day that character matters as much as trophies. And her brother, well, we'll get to him soon, wasn't just a sibling. He became the foundation of her career. That's the kind of environment she grew up in: supportive, disciplined, and tightly knit. A household where tennis wasn't just a sport, it was the heartbeat of their family story.
My grandfather, well, obviously he's a very big part of my tennis journey. So he was my coach, one and only coach, from when I started until I left for Spain. So he was kind of just like a club player. He would play a bit of tennis, and then he would read a lot. He would read magazines, he would read books, he'd watch YouTube. That's how he kind of learned how to teach us. So my brother and I grew up under his kind of coaching.
But wait, here's the part that blew my mind. Alex didn't start her journey under the spotlight of elite academies. She picked up a racket at just 4 years old, hitting balls with her grandfather back home in Manila. Think about that for a second. 4 years old. Most kids are still figuring out crayons and coloring books, while Alex was learning forehands and backhands. And then came her brother. Not a certified coach, not a former pro, just her brother. He became her first and only coach during those formative years. Imagine the trust, the bond, the hours spent grinding on the court, sibling against sibling, coach and student, all rolled into one. For them, tennis wasn't a hobby. It wasn't something you played after school for fun. No, this was a family project. They all poured into it: sweat, sacrifices, and long hours. That's why when Alex says tennis was the main character of her childhood, she means it. Tell me, how often do you see greatness begin like that?
Orca came into this scene at 13. The Rafa Nadal Academy has been, my second home for the past 7 years. So I have a lot of people there, and they have played their part in my journey, and I've learned so much from Mallorca in general.
Just when it seemed her story was already special, a twist flipped everything. At only 13 years old, Alex left her home, her family, and that familiar Manila comfort to move halfway across the world. She boarded at the Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Rafa Nadal's legendary academy. Can you imagine that? A teenage girl, barely out of childhood, is suddenly surrounded by international players, strict routines, and a whole new culture. It wasn't easy. Boarding life meant no family dinners, no late-night laughs with her brother, and no Manila sunsets. Instead, it was long training sessions, endless drills, and the weight of expectation. Most kids her age treated tennis like a hobby, a weekend escape. But Alex, she treated it like survival. She trained harder, pushed deeper, and absorbed everything. Her brother had set the foundation, but now she was building skyscrapers on it. Every day was a test, and every day she fought through.
The best of the lot, as she takes down the world number 2 and 5-time major champion.
And here's where the story takes a wild turn. Miami, the city of lights, noise, and pressure, became the stage where Alex shocked the tennis world. She wasn't just competing, she was dismantling giants. One by one, Grand Slam champions fell. And then came the moment nobody expected. Alex facing world number 2, Iga Swiatek, a 5-time major champion. What happened? Alex didn't flinch. She fought point by point, chasing every ball like it was the last. When the match point landed, the crowd erupted. Cameras zoomed in. Commentators couldn't believe it. A 19-year-old from Manila had just taken down one of the best players in the world. It wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. Suddenly, Alex wasn't just another rising star. She was the name buzzing around locker rooms, press rooms, and social media. I mean, imagine being her, walking off court, soaking up that ovation, realizing you've just rewritten your own story. What would you have felt in that moment? And if Miami was the breakout, Madrid was the confirmation, her fourth appearance there. But this time, she wasn't just another promising teenager. She was a threat. The highlight? A straight-set victory over Madison Keys, an Australian Open champion. That wasn't luck. That was composure. 6-4, 6-2. Calm, collected, ruthless. Every point showed how far she had come since leaving Manila at 13. Every swing of the racket was backed by years of sacrifice. And the scary part? She's only 19. That's when people started whispering, she's not just here to play, she's here to stay.
On my day-to-day, I'm still working the same, working just as hard. The work ethic's always been there.
But let me tell you something. Fame can flip people. One big win and suddenly routines vanish, discipline fades. Not Alex. When asked about how life has changed, her answer hit different. So much has changed, but nothing has changed at all in my day-to-day. That's the secret. She still trains like the kid hitting with her brother back in Manila. No shortcuts, vanish, and trips. She doesn't want people to see her as a star with flashy endorsements. She wants them to see her as a fighter, someone whose feet stay planted on the ground no matter how high she climbs. According to me, that's the rarest quality in sports today. Humility with ambition, and Alex has it nailed. Here's something you probably don't hear often. Tennis in the Philippines was never the biggest stage. Basketball owns the streets, and boxing has legends like Pacquiao. But tennis, it always struggled for attention. Then came Alex. Her success lit a fire back home. Scroll through Instagram, and suddenly you see kids, parents, and even entire families posting tennis clips. Courts that once sat empty now have rackets swinging at every corner. Alex herself said she feels so grateful that what she's done has inspired people to pick up the sport. And you can tell it's not about ego for her. It's about planting seeds for the next generation. She wants to see tennis grow into something big in Manila, something that lasts beyond her own career. That's legacy. And that's why, in my eyes, Alex isn't just winning matches. She's rewriting the place of tennis in Filipino culture. But here's the core of it all. Her Filipino identity. Filipinos are known for one thing, family and community. Wherever you go in the world, when you meet another Filipino, it's like you've known them forever. Alex carries that same spirit on tour. She talks about it openly. The pride, the bond, and the common struggle. And it shows when fans travel across the globe just to cheer for her, or when they stay awake past midnight in Manila to watch her matches. That's love. That's family. And Alex embraces it fully. She doesn't just represent herself, she represents millions who see her victories as their own. Now here's the twist that makes her story even richer. Alex isn't just a tennis warrior, she's also a confessed fashion girl. She loves accessories, she loves style, and she lives by the motto, look good, feel good. And honestly, she's right. On days when motivation dips, the right outfit can flip the mood. She even remembers her first photo shoot. Casual clothes made her nervous. But once she switched into tennis gear, her whole aura changed. Confidence skyrocketed. But here's what I admire most. Despite her passion for fashion, she never lets it overshadow training. Even on photo shoot days, she makes sure practice comes first. That's discipline. For her, fashion and modeling aren't distractions. They're another way to build confidence, to express herself, and to balance the pressure of competition. Tell me, how many 19-year-olds can juggle global tennis tournaments and still rock magazine covers with ease?
Hi, I'm Alex Eala, and this is a day in the life.
And here's a side of Alex that not everyone sees. She's still a teenager. Netflix binges, casual shopping sprees, hopping from one restaurant to another, long days at the beach. She loves it all. Living in Mallorca gives her that balance, letting her explore foods, try new places, and enjoy life beyond the court. You can see it in her smile, that glow that comes from just being herself. But don't get it twisted. Even with all that, she's grounded. Fame hasn't inflated her ego. She's a rising star, yes, but one who knows the value of routine, of family dinners, of quiet moments away from cameras. That balance is rare in athletes this young, juggling global tournaments with normal teenage pleasures, yet still staying true to herself. But here's the part that really hits me. Her brother. He wasn't just a sibling, he was her first coach, the one who taught her the basics, the one who pushed her when she wanted to quit. That bond? Unbreakable. Her parents, too, set the bar high without forcing her. They led by example, showing resilience, hard work, and humility every single day. Alex absorbed all of that, not just for tennis, but for life. Tennis in the Eala family wasn't a solo pursuit, it was a shared journey. Every practice, every win, every setback, it was experienced together. That foundation shaped Alex's mentality today. Disciplined but compassionate, driven but humble. And you know what's crazy? That family-first approach is exactly why she thrives under pressure. She's never alone on court. The lessons from her brother and parents echo in every match, every swing, every point she fights for.
My goal is to be able to integrate myself into the WTA circuit more and to be able to handle myself better on court.
Eala. So what's next for Eala? Honestly, the sky's the limit. With her mental toughness, adaptability, and relentless work ethic, she's got the tools to become a future Grand Slam champion. But let's be real. Every champion has areas to sharpen. For Alex, it's about consistency, endurance, and handling the pressure of the biggest stages. She's aware of it, and that self-awareness is already half the battle. If she keeps blending her raw talent with discipline, there's no telling how far she can go. From Manila streets to Miami stadiums, Madrid courts and beyond, her trajectory is on fire, and you can feel the momentum building. It's exciting, it's inspiring, and honestly, it's about to get even crazier. At the end of the day, Alex's story is bigger than trophies. It's about family, identity, and the grind that built her. Her brother's coaching role shows dreams aren't solo efforts. They're shared. And if you thought this was crazy, wait till you see what's coming next for Philippine tennis.